Unable to say no, are you guilty of this? Welcome to the Psychology and Physical Training channel, and today we're diving deep into a topic that hits close to home for a lot of us people-pleasing. We've all been there, wanting to make everyone happy, twisting ourselves into knots to avoid conflict. It's a common struggle, right? You find yourself saying yes to things you don't really want to do just to keep the peace or to be liked. Maybe it's agreeing to extra work at the office or always being the one to organize family gatherings. But let's be real, constantly putting others' needs before our own, it's exhausting. You end up feeling like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. And the worst part, it often goes unnoticed and unappreciated. That road leads straight to Burnout City, and trust me, the population there, it's growing every day. Burnout City is a lonely place, filled with people who have given so much of themselves that there's nothing left. It's just you, feeling drained, resentful, and like you've lost yourself somewhere along the way. You start to wonder, who am I really doing this for, and is this making me happy? Spoiler alert, it's not. But fear not, my friends, because in this video we're gonna break free from those people-pleasing chains. It's time to reclaim your time, your energy, and your sense of self, and learn how to say no with the power of 1,000 suns. Saying no doesn't make you a bad person, it makes you a person with boundaries. And boundaries are essential for a healthy, balanced life. So stick around because we're going to explore practical tips and strategies to help you prioritize your own needs without feeling guilty. Let's get started. Who are they? So who are these mysterious people-pleasers we speak of? Well, they're not mythical creatures, though their ability to morph to everyone else's desires might make you think otherwise. People-pleasers, my friends, are masters of disguise, blending in by constantly prioritizing everyone else's needs above their own. They crave approval like it's oxygen, and the thought of conflict, it sends shivers down their spine. Sound familiar? Don't worry, you're not alone. We're gonna break this down and figure out how to reclaim your power. Traits and tendencies, let's unveil those telltale signs of a people-pleaser, shall we? First off, they're agreeable to a fault. Need someone to agree with your outlandish conspiracy theory? People-pleasers got your back. They also have this incredible talent for dodging conflict like Neo dodging bullets in the Matrix. Saying no is like kryptonite to them, draining their energy and filling them with existential dread. And don't even get me started on the self-esteem. It's usually running on fumes, fueled by the validation of others. But hey, recognizing these traits? That's the first step to breaking free. Why is saying no so hard for people-pleasers? It's like asking them to fight a dragon with a pool noodle. Deep down, they're terrified of rejection. The thought of someone being upset with them? Unbearable. They'd rather walk across hot coals while juggling chainsaws than disappoint someone. And let's not forget the validation vacuum. Saying yes is like a quick hit of approval, temporarily filling that void. But trust me, it's a vicious cycle, my friends. We gotta break free. The aftermath. Regret, and what could have been. Picture this. You've just said yes to yet another favor, even though your to-do list is longer than a CVS receipt. You glance at the list, feeling the weight of each unchecked box pressing down on you. The tasks seem to multiply, and the hours in the day seem to shrink. You wonder how you got here again. You're already feeling the resentment bubbling up, but hey, gotta keep everyone happy, right? You force a smile, trying to mask the frustration that's simmering just beneath the surface. The exhaustion is evident in your eyes, but you push through, convincing yourself that it's worth it to see others happy. Wrong. That's the people-pleasing gremlin on your shoulder talking. It's that little voice that tells you to prioritize others' needs over your own, to avoid conflict at all costs. But deep down, you know it's not sustainable. You can't pour from an empty cup. Because later, when you're drowning in commitments and running on fumes, the regret monster rears its ugly head. You find yourself staying up late, trying to catch up on work, your mind racing with thoughts of what you could have done differently. The regret is palpable, a constant reminder of the choices you made. You'll be haunted by the what-ifs and shoulda, coulda, wouldas. The memories of missed opportunities and unfulfilled dreams linger, casting a shadow over your present. You look at old photographs, wondering how things might have been different if you had just said no. Don't let the regret monster win. It's time to take control of your life and make decisions that align with your values and priorities. Tear up those unnecessary commitments and stand tall, knowing that you have the power to shape your own destiny. Learn to say no and reclaim your time and sanity. Embrace the freedom that comes with setting boundaries and prioritizing self-care. Imagine the peace of mind you'll feel, the joy of having time to do the things you love. It's not just about saying no to others, but saying yes to yourself. So go ahead, take that first step towards a more balanced and fulfilling life. You deserve it. The mental toll, people-pleasing, and your health. Here's the thing, constantly putting everyone else first takes a toll on your mental health. It's like running a marathon with a backpack full of bricks. Sure, you might make it to the finish line, but you'll be utterly broken. Stress becomes your new best friend, anxiety follows you like a shadow, and resentment? Well, let's just say it becomes a regular at your dinner table. It's time to prioritize you. Self-care, the not-so-secret weapon. Self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. Think of it as charging your phone. You wouldn't expect your phone to function without plugging it in, right? Well, your mind and body need recharging too. Setting boundaries and saying no are like plugging yourself into the self-care outlet. It's time to prioritize your well-being, my friends. You deserve it. Breaking free steps to escape people-pleasing. Ready to break free from the shackles of people-pleasing? Let's do this. First, identify your triggers. What situations make you want to morph into a human yes button? Once you know your enemy, you can start building those boundaries. Start small, like saying no to that extra errand. Remember, you're not obligated to explain yourself. No is a complete sentence. And most importantly, celebrate your victories. Each time you assert yourself, you're one step closer to freedom. The art of know when and how to unleash it. In this chapter we delve into the powerful and often underutilized skill of saying no. It's an art form that, when mastered, can significantly enhance your quality of life and personal well-being. Knowing when to say no is crucial. It's not just about turning down requests. It's about understanding your own priorities and limits. This awareness allows you to allocate your time and energy to what truly matters. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Just as you would train your body to become physically stronger, you must also train your mind to become more adept at setting boundaries. Start by recognizing your limits. Take some time to reflect on what you can realistically handle. This self-awareness is the first step in building the confidence to say no when necessary. You're not a superhero, you can't do it all. It's important to acknowledge that taking on too much can lead to burnout and stress. By setting boundaries, you protect your mental and emotional health. Prioritize your needs and don't be afraid to decline requests that don't align with your goals. Make a list of your top priorities and use it as a guide to help you decide what to say yes to and what to decline. Be direct, be clear, and don't over-explain. When you say no, keep your response simple and to the point. Over-explaining can lead to unnecessary guilt and may even weaken your resolve. A simple "I'm sorry, I can't commit to that right now" works wonders. This phrase is polite yet firm, and it leaves little room for negotiation or guilt-tripping. Remember, you're not rejecting the person, you're rejecting the request. It's important to separate the two in your mind. This distinction can help you feel less guilty about saying no. And hey, if they're a true friend, they'll understand. True friends respect your boundaries and appreciate your honesty. They know that your refusal is not a reflection of your feelings towards them, but rather a necessary step for your own well-being. Practicing the art of saying no can lead to a more balanced and fulfilling life. It allows you to focus on what truly matters to you, whether it's spending time with loved ones, pursuing personal goals, or simply taking care of yourself. So, take a deep breath, trust in your ability to set boundaries, and remember that saying no is a powerful tool for self-care and personal growth. So there you have it, folks, a crash course on conquering people-pleasing and reclaiming your power. Remember, saying no isn't selfish, it's self-care. It's about setting boundaries, prioritizing your well-being, and living a life that's true to you. It might be scary at first, but trust me, the freedom you'll feel is worth it. Now go out there and unleash those no's like the beautiful, assertive badasses you are. And hey, if you ever need a reminder, just come back and re-watch this video. We're all in this together. And if you like this video, do not forget to subscribe and follow the Psychology and Physical Training channel for more videos. Thanks for joining me today on this journey.